It's
in
way too
Poland.
All right. Apparently, Dave got Nutella.
Mhm.
Nutella is
Apparently,
worth
I'm Darth
2 dark side
Arthurius. Obviously, Darthur is so much better than Darth Arthurius, but
Darthur is pretty good.
Yeah, we came up with that like episode 1, I think.
Yeah.
when I ran this the first time, people came up with that one. It's not a big leap, so yeah.
It writes itself.
Writes itself.
Yeah, but I don't know those fucking people, so fuck them.
That's true. You haven't met Cat.
Get
Alright.
wrecked, other people.
It's
Yeah,
go
get rid of
time.
the people.
So I'm like, well, if you want me to tie up Zane, take this old woman. And I'm like holding this old woman out to you.
I'll take the old woman. I will hold her gently.
Please,
Which
just
I don't mean to be a dick, but no one else stated they were holding the old woman, so the old woman probably took 6 strain damage, or 6 actual damage as well.
most
I just
likely.
want to. I just
You
want
want
to be true to the
revenge?
game.
You want to make sure that she's.
No, I just want to be true to the game.
I
No one
had
else stated they're
this woman,
carrying
didn't
her, and I was carrying her.
I guess Toby did say that he grabs Zane,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
said I grabbed Zane. So I think an old lady might have gotten sucked out into the vacuum of space.
No,
Except
I mean,
that if
when
I saw her
planted
going-
the grenade, like I was in charge of her when pulling out of the cab,
Oh no,
And-
it was
and a
described
grenade
as
went
Toby
off,
holding
and she
me.
took the damage as well.
No,
I'm
see, because
assuming.
Toby was described as holding her up
Yeah.
Oh,
until.
okay. Okay,
that
no, you're right. You're right then.
So yeah, and if she was gonna get sucked out into the vacuum of space, Caleb would have risked his life to save her. So if that was
Forget I
happening,
said anything.
yeah.
Yeah. So and then I'm fairly sure. Let me just check my character sheet. Weapons and gear. What's going on here? Oh, maybe it's in. What's going on with my character sheet? Under weapons and gear, I no longer see. Oh, okay, it's way down here. Do I not have? Oh, I do have binders. Okay, great. So, in front of him, I binder his arms.
I'm sure I don't have to tell you to search him and disarm him from whatever tricks he might have.
Yeah, he's got a gun in his bra. I take that out.
That fucking callback. That callback. Really? Okay.
And then I set him up like nice and comfortable somewhere.
Yeah. So while this is happening, Niall like slips to one of the cargo pods in the side of the ship. Yeah. And so you're making her comfortable, but like locked up. Are you taking her to like the medical bay?
no, that was
Zane, I'm
Fucking
holding the
Zane.
old lady.
Right.
I
yeah,
want
I
to.
just-
I'll take the old lady, and I follow Niall.
Okay. Niall's at one of the cargo pods and it's just like looking inside. It's completely full of Vaderos, vending machines.
vending machines. So fucking hell,
Niall.
we're gonna need credits to get in there.
Niall's just like, yes.
You seem to be on my side earlier against the kidnapping of this.
Yeah, I'm
old-
looking for the medical bay. I just don't know where it is. I'm not used to seeing ships this new.
What was the? Can you post the ship name?
the ZH-25 Quester?
Okay.
We even have a ship outline over on the side.
Oh, we do. Okay, because that's what I was gonna Google. So.
I agree that we should tend to her wounds, but
Oh shit.
I was thinking more about sending her back to the planet.
So Niall's just like, of course you were thinking about sending her back to the planet. We're not kidnapping her.
I'm not sure what they're planning anymore. This seems like madness.
Well, don't worry. Coral will do whatever I want.
Dude, my cat is going crazy. It's killing me.
I can hear it. I can hear it making noise.
Very well, then I believe the medbay is this way, and I start going to where I believe the medbay is. But I don't
Okay, yeah, there's a med bay there.
All right.
You follow the blue lines.
It's hard to see where all the things are on this ship, like the internals, but
Yeah, it's not actually outlined except for cargo pods and the cockpit.
Yeah, I can sort of get like the intent.
Yeah.
It's very it's a vagary.
So there's a medical bay in here, but the door into the medical bay is locked.
Oh, I think I found one being internal. Oh yeah, it's literally on the Wikipedia. That's cool. I'll link it to everyone, and you can probably use it, Arthur, if you
Okay.
want.
Yeah, the medical bay is locked. It says unauthorized access.
How are you with locks?
So Niall's just like, I mean, I could get this open, but why wouldn't we just ask Coral to open it?
He's probably lost on his way to the cockpit.
Can't be that hard. It's on the front end of the ship. Can we cut to a scene with Coral? Are you like,
Yeah.
are you lost, or are you at the cockpit?
No, I'm probably at the cockpit. I'm just sort of like
Stopping
like
a pile of Vader Rose and just bathing himself in it.
Nah, come on, I'm not that addicted.
Okay, so
Put some of my sugar on him.
I wrote this down last week, and then during the break now, I thought this is a terrible idea, and I'm
We should
sure
do it.
it's going to backfire horribly. But here we go. Coral, what physical traits do you find attractive in Twi'lek females?
I really enjoy like vibrant colors.
I thought something
Of
else was going to
skin.
come after I'm actually.
So like if
I
there's
actually
like
am a female.
so like like if the skin is like a light shade, that does it for me. So
Okay. Yeah, so as soon as you enter the cockpit, you get like a holonet feed, like a full-size holonet feed in front of you.
yeah.
That has like a countdown timer for 10 seconds.
I do my hair, which is the equivalent of me just like puffing my liku or whatever.
Okay, and I think as we're watching, you wanted to have an orange lightsaber, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
so your eye color has like actively changed to orange now, as a result of all of the force-based acts you've performed over the last few hours.
Okay.
Yeah, and like a rather attractive-looking light orange Twi'lek with a very sleek outfit, with a like an armored, bulletproof vest over the Star Wars version of a bulletproof vest. So I'm sure it looks like hand-me-down Star Wars stormtrooper vest.
Yeah.
And like thin wireframe glasses, and she just looks towards the holo camera and is like, "Ah, Captain Coral, hello."
Oh, a Tolian. I totally did not expect that. Hi.
Do you need a second to do makeup before we get the interview started?
Why do I have blood on me or something?
Should you have blood on you?
I like is there like some sort of reflective surface in the cockpit that I can like just quickly?
Yeah.
Okay, so I like he sees me leaning over the side. I'm just like, oh good, okay, great. There's no blood on my face. I like lean back in. I'm like, no, I should be okay.
Okay. You were scheduled to have this interview with my producer Baytar Kolb, but unfortunately he's busy right now. So I hope you don't mind if I just go ahead and take the call for him.
I don't. And you know what? I'm kind of thankful I actually get to talk to you.
All right.
I like
We're
lean back
going to
and
go
smile.
live in just a minute here.
Oh,
your
this is
crew
live.
around? I was hoping to interview everyone, not just you. Obviously, you'd be the main.
The crew is a little tied up at the moment.
Rolling explosion rocks the ship.
Okay. Well, if you can just inform them that they could be here in a few minutes, and I have a couple questions for them. According to my notes here, you have a medical droid T3B1, a former stormtrooper cadet named Xenos Vresk, and that's it. Will the two of them be joining us?
No. Toby is currently cycling his programming, as he puts it, and Zane is, well, Zane. So,
Okay. If you're ready to go live, I'll start the countdown.
sure, please.
And so like some sort of like martial music plays with drums and trumpets. And then she turns and says, "Hello, everyone. My name is Lee Geshgiz. I am filling in for my comrade Beitar Kolb, and I am live here with Captain Coral, also known as Twin Tails, one of the most notorious outlaws in the galaxy. Captain, how are you right now?"
Well, a moment ago, I was pretty stressed, but right now, I'm feeling real good.
Now, Captain, can I ask, what exactly is it that you've done recently to earn such ire from the tyrannical and oppressive government of the Empire?
Well, I was hunting a Inquisitor down,
I'm sorry, a what?
and as Sith Inquisitor, they got.
She was just shaking her head.
Oh well, I like hold up my hand. It's like, well, he cut my arm off with a lightsaber,
A
and
lightsaber? Really?
yes, it was a very distraughting experience. A ship of mine actually blew up in the process. The Alto Loki. Very, very. I
I'm
lost a
so
dear
glad that
friend.
you mentioned the Alto Loki, Captain. I understand you're currently on board a ship called the Enyo Hope.
Yes. The Enyo Hope. It's a great name for a ship.
Indeed, indeed. And this is a ZH-25 Quester light freighter gifted to you by the Starfeld Industries Corporation.
Yes, they're very generous people. I assume that they enjoy my shenanigans, and that's together we will have a very beautiful relationship.
Captain, do you believe that Starfeld Industries represents the outlaw and frontier spirit that you also represent throughout the galaxy?
I believe everyone is entitled to make their own destiny in this lawless universe we call the Outer Rim. And Starfield Industries is literally the best choice when it comes to fulfilling your dreams and pushing out into the unknown.
Now, Captain, as you know, Starfeld Industries and this specific reporting broadcast are both owned by a number of Corellian corporations.
I like say as I maybe start to drink like Corellian whiskey or something
There's
like
like,
that.
yeah, there's like a bottle that's been set out for you.
Yeah. Like I do the thing where I point the label towards the camera and I'm just
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
take off the lid and I drink it sideways so the label's always still present, that sort of shit.
Captain, if you were to talk directly to the spirit of the Corellian people, what would you say to them about resisting the Empire?
Honestly, the Empire, for the most part, they're filled with people who are willing to go to ultimate extremes to get what they want. And honestly, it's not the type of people I would ever want to associate with. Keeping in mind that we have former stormtroopers on board, on staff, honestly, the people I surround myself with have made the right choice when it comes to dealing with the Empire. And I believe that everyone should be wary of their tyrannical rule. Having run into some of the higher ups within their organization myself, I can honestly say that I hope I never have to meet those types of people ever again.
All right, Captain, we're almost out of time here, but if you had one thing to say directly towards all of the outlaws in the universe, what would you add?
Shoot first, ask questions later.
All right, and then they play the same martial fanfare as before, and Lee Gashesh is just like, "That was a really good interview, Captain. I'm glad I got to meet you. I hope we get to do this chat again someday before the Empire catches you."
How about we actually schedule another interview? I would like to
Sure,
meet you in
how's next
person.
year?
Well, I was hoping within a couple of weeks. I mean, you seem like a very charming individual. I'd love to get to know you a little more.
She's just like, I have to confess something. We were specifically matched together. Beitar Kolb is just code name for whichever reporter we have on staff that best matches the type of interview style we feel that our various clients need.
I'm okay being played. I mean, you're very
Okay,
attractive.
make a charm roll versus
I'm okay being played by you.
3 red, 1 purple, and 2 black.
3 red, 1 purple, 2 black.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right,
wow.
and I wish to downgrade the 2 red. Please.
Okay.
All right, and let's see. I think that's all I can do. So let's hope I can.
You just sent her a text message, Hollow Lynette and chill, orange Twi'lek smiley face.
Yeah. Hey.
Okay. So you're freaking out while this is happening, and
Like maybe I'm like, she's so attractive, or she's such my type that it's kind of like I'm losing my cool a little bit.
yeah, she was specifically chosen for this mission to mess with your head. So yeah, she just smiles at you and says, "Well, Captain, according to the records here, you're going to be owing Starfeld Industries 11.5 thousand credits in 27 days. So I suppose you could just call me directly, and perhaps we could chat about it when you need to turn the credits in. And then we can figure things out from there."
All right. Well, I hope to eventually, one day, possibly the next time that I have to pay you in person.
We'll see about that. I'll see you
I
in
like
27 days.
I like
Captain.
take a swig of like the Corellian whiskey, but then I'm like.
She cuts the connection. Yeah, I wanna cut to Zane, who's waking up in the cargo bay. Toby, did you? I think you said you had him on binders.
Yeah, just binders, and it's just in front of him.
Okay.
He's not uncomfortable at all.
So
and his
yeah,
legs
Zane,
are
you
free.
like wake up. You're sitting on the floor of a cargo bay of a spaceship. All of your weapons have been removed, but your armor's still on, and you've got binders on the front of your hands.
So Zane is. Oh shoot! I had a thought for this too, and I don't remember. Zane is cutting. He's not here. He's cutting back to when he was a young 20s, fresh out of military school and fresh after family slaughter. On his solo, more or less bounty hunter rage-induced missions.
Okay.
He's
So
in
this
and
is
out
like,
of that
This is the
haze.
dark days that we don't know anything about.
Yeah.
Okay, so
This is
set the
like
scene
the
for
time
me.
before
What's-
he writes his autobiography.
I think Zane is in like very much so like a Gamorrean Huttese basement, nearing carbonization.
So someone's like
What?
trying to throw you in like a carbonite freezer?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're like trying to force me in when I like break one of their wrists and struggle my way out through a very grotesque and extremely bloody battle between me and 2 Gamorreans, where at the end we get like the same cut of me grabbing one of their vibro axes and slicing both of their heads off with one cut at the end. And then I come back to in the hold in like cold sweats coming out from underneath my stormtrooper helmet, even like from the chunk taken out on the side.
Yeah, your epoxy fix.
Yeah, and my still like wound, because I have a tiny little wound from that Gamorrean way back when, hours now, like just smells. I can like my nostrils fill with my trained military nostrils of a stormtrooper. Yeah, smells like as it begins
Famed.
like.
They gave them
Nostril core.
They gave them the scent ability to make up for the
Yeah.
fact that they don't have
Fucking
any shooting skill.
friggin'. God damn
So
it.
maybe he wakes up and I'm treating the wound, Arthur.
Yeah, okay.
So I'll use a what's med pack.
A stim pack. Yeah, that's probably what wakes him up. That's what jerks him awake. Is he's like he sees you work. Maybe like you messing with the arm is what's subconsciously like reminding him of what's happening, and he like wakes up and sees you like spraying stuff on the wound.
And I see him spraying stuff on the wound, but what I actually see is like the Gamorreans like bringing me to the like carbonite pit, and I'm like, no. I'm like struggling.
It's
Like,
okay.
So that's when
okay,
Niall
it's
like
not a bad
slaps you
wound.
in the face, saying, and is just like, Zane,
Really?
At which place, like, my body shakes against the bindings as I, like, in my head, I snap one of their wrists on the side and smash the other with like, my left fist, breaking my knuckles and his jaw at the same time.
You're smacking Toby in the face?
No, I'm smacking the Gamorreans.
Oh,
Because
okay.
we're cutting in and out of Zane,
Okay, yeah.
Zane head.
So,
Yeah.
But, like,
So
I
I-
shake
I-
violently, like, bruising my wrist.
And then
against
I'm
the
like
bindings.
trying to like grab him because he's like jerking around.
so Niall like grabs your stormtrooper helmet and rips it off your face, saying,
Like, I've bitten my tongue and blood is coming down my jaw because I've bitten it so hard.
Toby, what is wrong with him?
Like,
Knock
he's
him out.
fine.
He's literally bleeding out of his mouth. Toby, knock him out.
He bit his tongue. I just give him like some like codeine, a little bit.
I just, break up a pill.
I'm
and just
allowed
sort
to
of,
do that. I'm a doctor.
I mean, you
Shut
lost your.
Wow, yeah. Ever since you lost your like self-control programming, yeah, I guess you could just write whatever prescription you want.
Medical marijuana for everyone.
So I was with Niall. Am I here now too?
Maybe because
Well,
that
I mean,
whole
the
interview
medical
took a
bay.
while,
I would
and
think
it's
just like
Did we drop off the lady and then we came to find Toby? I guess.
yeah, maybe you came to find Zane and bring him to the medical bay.
yeah, I don't want to knock Zane out. I just want to like give him like. You
So
know,
yeah, Niall's like screaming in your ear. She's like, "Toby, knock
Arthur,
him
while they're-
out!"
I'm the
Arthur, while
doctor. I know what I'm doing.
Arthur, while they're panicking, I'm gonna go up to Zane, and I'm going to Jedi mind trick him.
Okay, sure.
Wait, can you do that on like unconscious people?
He is
He's-
conscious.
Yeah,
He's
he is
just fucked up.
conscious.
Oh, okay.
Don't care.
Would
if
you
he
like
uses
to
dark
spend
side
some
point.
stress
Yeah,
on
yeah,
that and
Uh,
use the dark side?
I'm going to use a dark side point, and I'm going to say, I'm going to make him believe something that isn't true. I'm going to say, everything is fine. You are fine.
Okay, I think he gets a roll to resist this somehow, right?
It's discipline.
Is it opposed discipline?
Yes, suppose.
Okay, so Zane, what is your discipline?
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole crew's discipline's pretty bad.
My discipline has gotten better. I've increased my willpower since we last talked.
Okay,
That's a
roll
pretty
yours,
good roll.
Caleb.
Oh shit! You almost got it.
Yeah, you take him. So yeah, Zane, you feel like everything's fine right now. It's fine. Everything's fine. You're calm.
So I'm like, so maybe he's like doing that to me, and all I see is like I'm stuck in carbonite, and River's stuck in carbonite across from me, telling me everything's fine, and I'm just sitting there. And she's just sitting there, and I just hear her voice.
And I'm like trying to like gauze up his mouth and get all the blood off of his face and stuff. I'm like, you're bleeding, Zane. Just calm down. You're fine. You bit your tongue is all.
Caleb steps back and just observes now that Zane is not killing himself in his hallucination throes.
So yeah, Zane, there, like a young child, like a 7-year-old child, appears between you and River and looks at you, and he's wearing like a tunic and light leather armor. Looks kind of ridiculous, and he's got like an armorial sword on his back, and he just says, "Sir, you have to come back. You have to come back to Albion." Sir, are you there?
And it's just like the most weirdly peaceful music, and I can't talk because I'm in carbonite.
Maybe when he says, "Sir, are you there?" There's also Toby like, "Sir, are you there?" at like the same time.
Oh man! And then he fades in. Oh, that'd be great.
Yep, works out. Perfect. Okay, so now everyone's there. Coral, you wanna come join this keep Zane from killing himself part?
Oh, and I think at this
Intervention.
point, Arthur,
It's the intervention.
Carl's just like, oh, thank Christ I'm in my own ship. And then he goes and finds the captain's quarters, and he goes and he makes a bubble bath.
Okay,
I swear
because
to
you
God.
specifically requested bubble bath technology.
I
There's
did.
like a space. There's like extra gravity generators with a backup generator in the corner to make sure that you don't, like, even if the ship loses power, you'll still be able to have a bubble bath.
Fuck.
And there's a
yes.
Vadero dispensary in here as well that only dispenses limited edition Vaderos.
So I walk into the bathroom and I hear literally this music that we're hearing now. Like it just plays over some speakers, and I'm
Yeah.
just like,
Calming music.
I walk in and maybe there's like candles or something somewhere, and I'm just like, this is why I wanted my own ship, so that I could have this right now. And I sort of just I lock the door, and I just set up the bath, and I just get in there, and I just basically almost go into like a battle meditation, like trance in the bathtub, and I just sit there, and I'm just like, you know, just fucking mind melding. I don't know it, but I'm just almost mind melding with the Force. You know, I'm just sort of like, I'm sitting there and I'm just sort of projecting everything that I currently am into the Force, and it's just me like in my ultimate relaxation. And
Nice.
just for kicks, I'm going to roll the Force power. It doesn't really mean anything, but I'm going to roll it. And so when you guys do your like, you know, why can't I pull up my character sheet right now? Oh, it's already up. Oh. So when you guys do your skills and your next role-playing stuff, battle meditation will be available for you to use. Alright, 2 dark side. So anyone who's affected, your willpower will go down to 1.
16
1.
conflict.
Go down by 1, right?
No, yeah, by 1 to a minimum of 1. So if you're at 1, it doesn't go any lower. But yeah, so you will have an instant success on everything going forward, and you don't have a choice. Everyone
So
is.
we cut back to.
Wait, I can't
Zane,
roll a
who's currently
resistance to not
bleeding
lose
out
a
of his
willpower?
mouth.
That's a good question. Can he
Surely
roll
I can
resistance?
discipline so that I don't lose a willpower. He can't just circumvent that.
Well, maybe you out of everyone, and maybe Niall as well, feel this like fucking something, just like you feel Coral pushing into your minds, basically, and it's pretty intense. Like, it's. I guess since it's using Dark Force points, it's like my natural ability almost. Like it's basically what I was born into, in terms of like what I'm gifted at in the Force. And
So there's no defense against this, Caleb.
yeah, literally none.
None. So he can just
Yep.
remove people's willpower, and there is
It's
no
only for the whatever next roll you
It's
have.
like lightsaber combat.
Okay.
All right, so we cut back to Zane bleeding out of his mouth. Niall is still screaming in Toby's ear, and Caleb is just like wandering around. And Caleb, you
Yeah,
suddenly
I've turned
feel
that ear off, Arthur.
you suddenly feel an intense wave of dark energy sweeping through the ship.
But it
there's, like,
specifically
this-
feels like me coming into your mind. But it's
This
not.
intense wave of like selfish pride.
Well, I mean, I guess that's how it feels, right? I mean, I don't know
Caleb
how it
grimaces.
feels when that happens, but
You were literally like, yeah, this is what I wanted. Me. This is my
Yeah.
ship, and now I'm
Alright.
doing what I want.
yeah. All
Let
right,
take
that's
a
fair.
bubble
Yeah.
bath.
Soak.
Now
Soak
they
in my
know
way.
as much as Toby how important the bubble bath really is.
Mhm.
So is Niall still screaming at Toby to knock Zane out?
Yeah.
And I say, Niall, it's fine. I've calmed his mind.
Oh, I thought maybe I had overdosed him or something. I mean, he looks like he's got to weigh at least 160, so I gave him quite a kick. Yes, you did what, though?
I calmed his mind. He is... Well, he's dealing with things.
Is it good that you come? I mean, how long is this? Are you feeling okay, Zane? I think it might have been the combo. Are you all right?
You just
He'll
get
be
me
calm for 10 minutes.
like screaming, but I'm not opening my mouth, so it's just.
No, you're calm, dude. You've been Jedi'd.
You've been Jedi. Yeah, you're definitely completely calm.
It's only lasts for 10 or so minutes, and then I would have to do it again.
It's 5 minutes, right? I think you can make people believe for 5 minutes.
I increased the duration.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, you can make him believe for 10 minutes.
I believe that's the amount. I can look it up later. But
Sure. No, that works.
mid-game, I don't really care how long it lasts. The point is, I've calmed his mind from now, and I just say, don't worry about it, Niall. And Toby,
What? Yes, what? Are you talking to me in game?
yes.
What is it?
We'll talk.
Look, I just wanted to say, Zane, the captain asked me to put you in these binders, so I have. I think he thinks you lost it. But I know you're fine, and you can handle it. We'll just have a, staff meeting.
Toby,
Soon.
do you
Soon-ish.
have a psychology subroutine?
Well, I've been working on it, but it's not my specialty.
And a secondary question to that, Toby, do you have a morality subroutine?
Somewhere down there. How do you feel, Zane?
Shit, that's going back. It's like 4 episodes ago, isn't it?
Yep.
Zane goes, there's a place on my planet called Taro. They have a word. It's called Zen.
That's how you're feeling. Okay, well, I think you're fine then. See, look. Now, just calm down. Everything's fine. He's fine. We're fine. You're fine. Are you fine? Are you okay?
He's not fine, Toby.
What do you mean? I mean,
He clearly has some deep-seated emotional issues.
look, everyone has.
Caleb
Jump down his
is
throat
in the
about it.
background, and you just very quickly see his eyes go to Niles and then go right back forward again, like right when she says emotional issues. It's like, "Oot, oot."
Like, yes, just don't jump down his throat about it right now. I mean, he's had a very hard time of it, He saw his, his love of his life, his fiancée, slain
Don't
and hung up
say
on a
anything,
wall.
Toby. This
Oh,
is a
sorry,
time.
sorry. Too soon? Too soon? Yes.
Just
Anyways,
everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Layoff is way worse than, like, when you lost your arm. So chill. Remember how much that sucked?
So, yeah, I think she flexes her cyberome, and she's like, yeah, I remember how much that sucked.
Toby, why don't we go to the medical bay and look over that old lady, and I'll help you develop a when to shut up subroutine.
I'll stay here and make sure Zane doesn't bite his tongue off.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'll take Toby to the medical bay and have him make sure that this old lady
It
is
cuts over
deaf-
to Carl, and then Carl's like, and I'll stay in this bubble where.
Zane is going to mumble.
What was that?
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll cut back to that after we have Toby and Caleb in the medical bay.
All right, so as they walk away, he just mumbles again. And then,
Okay. So what are you doing in the med bay?
I'm like, the old routine was whenever anyone told me to, I had to shut up. I was real tired of that, let me tell you.
Yes, well, it's not a good idea to bring up things that hurt people over and over again just because it's relevant.
Oh, I understand, but how else was I supposed to, tell her, what he's going through?
She is capable of empathy. She knows
well,
what he's going through. To some extent.
I don't know, she was
Speaking-
very unhappy with him.
Well, yes, because of this poor, defenseless woman. Toby, why didn't you stop them from doing this? I thought you weren't under the control of your owners anymore.
Look, this has all happened before, someone loses a limb, me and Zane get blamed. I don't know,
Hashtag the buck stopped somewhere else.
Hashtag robot didn't do it.
Listen, we went in, we were supposed to, find the guy and get the money and just take all the stuff that was there.
So why didn't you do that, Toby?
I was just piling everything up in a nice quilt. I got some sugar, a clock, a lovely lamp, some type of crystalline structure. Makes me...
I'm not saying I support robbery, but this is madness, and I say that motioning to the old woman.
Okay, well, it happened like this. Everyone got a bit excited. We were, accosted by some foul people that, thought they could tell us where we could and couldn't go. So Coral shot them, and then I cut one in half. And that was good enough. But then, Zane got a bit crazy, decided maybe he should dice the bodies up and, arrange them very specifically on the stairs. And then he put, one of the heads on, like, an axe that he had chopped them up with.
Good Lord, Toby. What?
Well, so he was very riled up, so I think he just kind of, in all his excitement, shot the old woman's leg off.
At what point, Toby, do you step in and see that your friend is having some sort of breakdown and stop him from doing this to people?
Well, it was when he decided he was going to shoot her in the face, and I was like, well, this is going too far.
Well, thank God, Toby, that you draw the line somewhere. This
I just
is
wanna
why
point out
I
that
don't
feel like
trust
I've
you
been
with a
modified
lightsaber.
thought sketch way too much of the time in the show. Look, I understand things got out of hand, but there was nothing I could do after he shot a leg off other than, jump down and stop the bleeding and, work with what I had from there, It was all very quick, you see. We were inside speaking with her, "Hey, hello, we're looking for your son," and she's like, "But I'm just old." We're like, "Yes, try it with us again."
Toby, I don't need to hear the specifics. You've told
Well,
me.
I'm just saying, jumped in, blew off the leg. I jumped in, stopped the bleeding, and then it was like, very quick. Coral tried to tackle him, which was all very dramatic.
Well, I'm glad to hear that Coral stepped in eventually as well. But if you had been the type of droid to step in before this happens to an old woman, then maybe I might be in a position to teach you lightsaber combat. But this is exactly what I was talking about when mentioning the responsibility that comes with such a weapon. You easily could have stopped Zane at any point without even hurting
lopped
him.
an arm off with, I suppose. I didn't really
Well,
think he had.
yes, I mean, but you could have done it without hurting him. This weapon gives you control over any situation, virtually.
Well, I tried to run, some type of, empathy routine and put my hand on his shoulder. It had virtually no effect. I don't understand you meatbags.
Well, there is
Routine.
a certain point at which a comforting touch on the shoulder is long past. Zane is spiraling, and he will need us now more than ever if he will accept our help.
All right,
Can't
well,
just keep overshadowing his mind. Now, for this woman, please get her fixed up and in a position to travel.
oh, well, that's actually quite a tall order. I mean, it's got one leg. I could rig something up, though, I suppose. It's not going to be pretty.
Just make sure she's healthy. I'm sure she can get further assistance on the planet. Apparently she has friends down there.
Okay, well, let's just, take it easy on Zane. I mean, everyone needs to remember that, maybe he's chopping up bodies and placing them here and there, but, he's not himself right now, so you've got to cut him a little slack.
Believe me, Toby, I am the most slack-cutting of everyone here.
Good to hear it. All right, I've got to make some kind of prosthesis here. This woman will never walk.
All right, Toby. And Caleb will turn and leave.
I think prostheses cost like 1,000 credits.
Yeah,
They
I'm gonna
definitely
literally
would.
put a stick in her leg. That'll do.
Caleb will pay for the prosthesis.
Okay. I want to cut back to Zane, and this scene is like Far Cry 4 when you're dropping acid with the yogis in the shed.
I don't play games, man.
Okay, well, just you're dropping
Video
acid.
games are
That's
for
it.
nerds.
Yeah, if you've ever dropped acid, now you know what he's talking about.
I don't do drugs, man. I play D&D.
There's like some weird coloration going on, and your vision's all blurry, and Niall's in front of you, and is slapping you in the face, and she's like, Zane, hey, pay attention.
And finally, as like Toby and Toby, essentially, I don't care about Caleb. As Toby like leaves the room and is out of like voice range, Zane gets like enough energy up to stop mumbling. Goes, "Don't leave me."
I'm right here, Zane.
And like the hit. Oh,
I'm right, Zane. Stop flopping around. It's okay. Listen. I think the rest of the crew is concerned about my emotional state. But don't worry. I support your actions with the old woman completely. You should give in to your passion whenever you need to, Zane. There's much anger inside you. Much rage. Just let it go. Bring it out as much as you need to, okay?
Where was your support there, bitch?
Just here. Drink some water. You'll be fine.
What, does she hold up water to me? Like,
Yeah,
like
she
I'm
holds up
supposed to
like a
grab it?
canteen.
Is she taunting me like I'm supposed to grab it, or
I mean,
is
yeah,
she like
she
actually
can,
letting
she
me
can
drink?
pour it down your face if
Ugh.
you need to.
I just stand there. I'm gonna die of thirst instead of taking.
His
it.
hands
Okay.
are like this.
She
He
then
can just
she
grab.
then like pours it down your face. Just, like,
Oh,
drinks-
you have me like this?
Yeah,
I mean, I
you're
assumed
fine.
I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
no,
No,
you're
no.
bindered in the
No, I
front.
said just
Sure.
binders in the front, and that's it.
Yeah,
Like,
we
you can
wanted to be
stand up.
very
You can
mild.
stand up and kick her if you wanted. I'm not
I
suggesting
grab
you
it.
stand up and kick her.
I grab it and drop it. Sorry.
Zane. What is it you want, Zane?
What do you want?
Well, you know, I'd like to kill a few people, maybe be queen of a nice planet somewhere. You know, lots of money. I met a guy on Tatooine. You know, I got plans, Zane. Don't worry about it. What do you want?
Want you to leave.
You mean here? Or you mean in general?
Both.
Zane, I thought you wanted me here.
Zane always says both.
Yeah.
I love that. That's like my favorite thing. Oh.
I love it. Okay, keep going.
I thought of you as a daughter once, Niall. Or at least a sister.
What's changed?
You've changed.
You've changed.
You've changed.
No, you've changed.
And she gets up close to your face.
Shut
and
up,
she just
Coral!
she just says, both. But that doesn't mean we can't be friends. That doesn't mean we can't be family, Zane. I'm willing to reach out for you if you'll just take my hand. And she literally, so she's still in your face, but she's like got her hand up next to one of yours, and she says, just take my hand, Zane, and I'll know that we're allied. I'll protect you if you protect me.
Make her roll a coercion.
She's not trying to coerce you. I think she's trying to charm you.
You would make okay, fine.
Yeah,
roll a fucking-
charm. Yeah.
If she was like beating you in the face and shooting your leg off, I would make her roll coercion.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
coercion's
a
like
specific skill.
intimidation. Charm
Yeah,
is like
this is charm. Yeah.
convincing.
Roll versus 3 red and 4 purple. I just-
Sounds like something I would tell you to roll.
Yeah, because you're a dick.
Roll
everyone-
against.
What's your cool?
It's 2 green.
Okay, so she's rolling her
Holy fuck,
charm.
man.
I just want to roll. I just want her to roll it, and I want to interpret it. I don't want you to tell me what to do. I don't want to take 2 strain because of this bullshit. Okay?
Don't you tell me.
You can't take strain from this, and I'm the one interpreting it. But I thank you for your efforts here. So how close do you feel to Niall right now? Do you actually feel like maybe she could be a
About
sister to you,
3
or are you
millimeters.
literally like?
No,
I want her to
I feel like I'm teetering between giving her one last chance or telling her to go fuck herself.
Okay, I'm gonna add 1 blue and 1 black die to this as a result. Her charm fails, and all she gets is an advantage, which means she can. You
know,
you
actually,
feel the
Arthur,
need to do
Arthur?
something similar. She's requested of
Arthur?
you.
She
Yeah.
gets an automatic success from my battle meditation.
Oh right, yeah.
Wow. Boom, folks.
callback.
Boom.
All right.
Yeah, I'm sitting in the bathtub and I'm just like blowing
Yeah,
bubbles.
bubble bath.
It's just like-
Oh,
shit.
how bad do I want to take it?
Well, she succeeds.
She's
so,
she's holding her hand out for you. and
Oh, I
she's just
know. I could go hard.
just take my hand, Zane. Let me know that we're on the same team.
I like see like pink and purple spinning colors around her, and like she just disappears into like a carbonite wall of just like carbonite statue that's like moving, and I like It's fine. I'll die if you die.
You're taking her hand?
Yeah, I like grab both of my hands around her like tiny little baby hands.
Okay, yeah, she's
Her
like,
her mechanical one that I cut off.
all right. Yeah, she's like, yeah, Zane. Let's keep working together. All right, I'm gonna go get you something to eat. Don't worry, those drugs Toby gave you should be wiping out soon.
Arthur,
Yes.
I want to intercept Niles on her way out.
Okay.
I'm not
It's
saying I
just
overheard
Nile.
that.
Just Nile. There's no S.
Yeah, Nile. I want to intercept her on her way out, and I just say, like, I'm around a corner basically, and I just say, you know, madness is not embracing the dark side.
She just looks at you and she's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Madness is chaos. It is neither light nor dark.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course you don't.
I don't need a sermon from you, old man.
You won't get one. And he disappears behind the corner.
So yeah,
Alright.
she looks around the corner and she's just like, it's a small ship. I can still see you.
He does another corner.
No, I roll stealth.
It's
She
not
doesn't see
that
me at all.
big.
He's like hiding.
I look cool and
Awesome.
lean against the jukebox, Arthur. No,
You're in the
kick
bubble
the
bath.
jukebox
Do you
and make
really
it
have a
turn on.
jukebox in your bubble bath?
no, I don't. That's fine.
You die of
alright,
electrocution.
All right, so I'm gonna get out now because I realized one like flaw to this plan of me getting in the bubble bath is that I literally had an interview where I said the name of the ship and
Yep.
all that
And
shit,
what
and
it
it was
looked like.
live,
Yep.
and I'm just like, well,
In your
fuck,
face.
time to leave, I guess. And I like just put on a bathrobe and I walk out, like, you know, you could see like footprints of someone walking around after they get out of the shower, sort of
Yep.
thing. That's what it's like through the thing, and I'm just like, Caleb, I need you in the cockpit, please.
Caleb will go to the cockpit.
Hey, so
Not wearing clothes?
it's a bathrobe. It's fine.
I love the idea of Caleb coming in Jedi robes. Coral comes in with a towel wrapped around him, and Caleb's like, "Are you not very close?"
Yeah.
Constant
and
bathrobe man.
yeah,
says.
it's like it's my Jedi outfit. No, it's like monogrammed, like fucking as well. It's got Starfield Industries underneath it, but like anyway, it's monogrammed to the ship, I guess. So it says EH on it with Starfield Industries. But so I say to him, it's like, so about this old lady problem we have.
Yeah,
It
that's
was never, yeah, it was never my intention to harm her. I just merely wanted to talk to her son. The whole thing with the leg missing, that was literally 2.5 seconds of time where Zane decided it was appropriate to shoot off her leg from behind me. I have no idea what's going on in that guy's mind. I know he's going through a lot, but I don't know what to do with him. We need to do something.
Caleb raises a hand and says, I understand. But
So what I was going to ask you is, I don't want her on the ship. I want her back down there. So I was going to call a transport and have him come here to pick her up. The problem is, I don't want it traced back to my name or anything. So I was wondering if you could have, I don't know, you or Raz call it in and pay for it somehow using like something that won't get traced back to my cred sticks or anything. I'm happy to cover the cost of it.
well,
but I
don't
just-
worry. Do not worry. I was going to ask to do this anyway. I will make sure she gets off the ship.
Fantastic. I'm glad we see eye to eye on this because honestly, I just wanted to make some quick money, and taking Zane in his state to do these delicate things it was a wrong decision I made.
Well,
To be fair though, we didn't have anywhere to put him anyway, so yeah. Anyway.
well, I'm glad that you're at least reconsidering the events that happened today.
Well, it was the best of both worlds because I didn't want to leave her there without attention. I figured taking her would be the best way to make sure that she doesn't expire. So,
Toby should be finishing her prosthesis now.
Mhm.
I will make sure she gets on a transport back to the planet as soon as possible.
fantastic. So, if you could handle that, that'd be great. And but that's all I need you for. Thanks, Caleb.
And Caleb will call a taxi thing,
Hmm.
and say that one sedated passenger for the surface.
Yeah. Also, Arthur, at this point, can I reach out to my father?
Yeah, so let's do that in a minute.
Sure.
Yeah, so maybe there's like you're maneuvering the ship to the edge of the hyperspace shadow, like the gravity field of the system.
Mhm.
And during that time, a space taxi like pulls up beside you and takes the old woman. And the guy inside looks to Caleb and is just like, "You want me to take old woman who is unconscious with obvious recent medical procedure back to planet?"
Yes, to her address, or that's the best I think we can do for her.
Is someone looking for her?
I do believe that she is a friend of a hut.
Okay, I charge triple for this.
What is
Yeah.
triple?
Triple is 600. You pay up front.
I want to see if I can trust this guy. Can I do a sense force power? Like if I
Sure.
pay him, will he actually do the job without being
Yeah.
finicky?
I don't know that it does. Is that a power sense actually does?
Well, I can
Yes.
sort of get his emotional state. So if he's like, "I will scam this man," it's like,
I don't know that
senses-
I don't know
senses
that's-
surface thoughts. So
Okay, yeah, surface thoughts. You could definitely pick that up.
if you have the controllability for it. Yeah.
Do you want to delve into the dark side on this one?
I've gained one conflict point so far, right?
Yep.
What's
I'll-
another conflict point, right?
I'll gain 2 conflict points. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay, good. And now
The-
I have
if I
all
pay
of
him-
the dark side die.
If I pay him, will he do the job? Is that?
His surface thoughts are like, I'm very hungry. This man is old and smelly. Woman is old and smelly too.
Wait, that
This seems
uses up the
really
whole-
shady. I can't wait to get paid. There's no thoughts that are like, I'm going to immediately betray her or something like that.
All right.
Jettison
yes,
her out the airlock.
This is a fair. Asking you to do this extra work, I think it is a fair price you ask for. I will pay it.
Okay, he's good.
I pay him 600 credits. I am out 1,600 credits, and I place her in the back seat, sedated.
Okay. Alright, well, have fun. If this is how all dates end, maybe you want to rethink policy.
Oh shit!
And then he closes the airlock between the two of you and zooms off.
I'm sure Caleb was like, I've never had a date before, and dark side fall straight there.
He falls to the dark side.
So,
Thought about boobs.
yeah, let's have everybody together. What's the plan here? You've got a ship. You
so Zane
apparently
is-
have told the name of the ship on a live interview to everyone
Yeah.
in the galaxy, especially other outlaws.
I don't know.
And we all
Almost
have
a
like
free ship.
$50,000 to $150,000 or
Bounties
credits
on
and
you.
Other
bounties.
people with bounties on their heads will try and claim our bounties.
So here's the thing, Carl doesn't even register that as a problem. So he wouldn't
And
tell
nobody
me.
else knows
Yeah,
that
so-
happened.
Yep, that's right. So I'm gonna just get everyone together. Is Zane still knocked out?
He's tied up in the.
No,
dark
he's not
still.
knocked out. But the question is, are you unlocking?
Are you lucid,
Yeah, he's lucid now.
Zane?
Ish.
Drug-
He's
drug
lucid
test is
ish.
over.
He's still actively hallucinating the last
No,
time we.
that's not happening. It's over.
Okay. All right. So I'm just like, well, we have a choice where we want to go. Anyone have any pressing issues they wish to attend to? Because literally, we are the freest people on the planet. Well, galaxy.
That's about the
Universe.
time, Coral, when you get a a HoloNet message from the Starfeld Industries, and it's a bill for 11.5 thousand credits
We already paid that. We paid that last episode.
to be paid in 27 days.
Oh, it's like, yeah, we also need to make money if we wish to continue using this ship. So ideally, I would like to make something about 40,000 credits so I can pay each of you so that you don't have to pay off the ship on my behalf. Sound good?
Wait, what? So are we
Holy
abolishing
fuck, you're a
are we
robot. Just
abolishing-
listen it back in your
Captain,
head.
I'm
Yes,
just
what?
wondering.
Mhm.
Are we abolishing the Shade Star bank account?
Well, I doubt anyone will want to work with us with my reputation, so spacey. So yeah, let's abolish the shared thing because we don't need it anymore.
All right, I'll divide what we currently have by
And
4.
unless, well, no, here's what we'll do. I will take. Yeah, I see what you're saying. We'll divide it by 4.
It's not a lot.
No, we'll divide it by 4. So
And I assume that Niall's getting one of those shares, right?
yes, that's correct.
Okay, yeah, she cashes in.
How much is left? What was the leftover?
It's not even 1,000 credits each.
Wait, we
Okay.
got shares of something?
No. Why the fuck does no one listen? I swear to God. Anyway, so everyone will get a portion of the remaining credits, and then going forward, we're going to be splitting the credits down the middle so that you don't complain anymore about not getting paid, but I'm not paying you a fucking salary. That's something you'll have to deal with. You get paid per job like everyone else.
So how much did we just all make?
909.
Okay.
Except for Caleb, he doesn't get
That was exactly
Um,
what Zane asked, was, are we getting... Yep.
Yeah,
So
909.
I'm like, well, anyone have any large... Actually, Niall, can you work your information and see if there's any jobs close by that we can...
So Niall's just like, no
Something
one's
that
gonna,
doesn't involve working for...
no one's gonna take jobs from you. You just bailed on the job you were supposed to do.
No, we roughed up that guy. We got paid in advance for that. We didn't
You
have
didn't-
to take any...
She looks at you and she's just like, no, you didn't rough off that guy. You cut his mom's leg off and you didn't get the money.
Well, no, we got paid in advance for that, so
You
we're
c-
good.
You didn't get the money for
She's just like, Coral, the whole point of the job was that he wasn't going to pay you. You were going to go rough the guy up and your payment would be whatever you took from him.
Mm-hmm.
Then you convinced the guy to pay you and you didn't do the job. You didn't
No,
get
I-
any money from him.
Arthur, think back. I convinced him to pay me in advance.
Yes, he paid.
Because
Yes,
I believe
Niall
that
is
was
reminding
something.
you he paid you again. The whole point of the job was he pays you $0. You rough up the guy, and any money of his you take, you get. You convince him to pay you money to do the job,
Yes.
and then you
But
didn't
you
do
still
the
didn't
job.
do the part of the job that is actually the part of the job.
As far as I'm concerned, we did it. So.
So Niall's just like, as far as you're concerned, that's great. As far as the rest of your credibility within the Nar Shaddaa system is concerned, you're toxic as hell right now. No one's offering you anything.
So that's great. We'll go somewhere else.
Where do you want to
Listen.
go?
I am... Anyway, it doesn't matter. Tatooine, fucking... We can go back to Ryloth anyway. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't.
So Niall looks at Zane and is just like, where do you want to go, Zane?
You have nothing, Niall?
Nothing here, not unless you want to go back and finish the job.
What about that hut business?
What about
Look,
that
you-
hut business?
We basically
Didn't you kill a
killed
bunch of his bodyguards?
Yes, that's dead and gone. We're not going to do that.
Yeah. He has a bounty on us. Someone's got to want him dead, right?
I suppose that's true.
We're not going to hunt a hunt down. That's crazy. I mean, you're shooting off old ladies' legs and stuff like that. You can barely be respected with a fucking
So yeah,
gun.
Coral.
If criminals
She
won't
holds up
offer
a
you
picture
job,
of a hut, and it says Blando the Hut, and this is the guy who like held you as a slave for over a decade. She's like, this guy is Kuresh's enemy. If we were to work for him, he might pay us to go kill Kuresh.
No, never working for that hut.
If criminals will not offer you a job, Coral, how about some honest work?
Like what? Scrubbing toilets? I'm not into that.
Haul some cargo. Do something for the rebellion. Do something straightforward that doesn't involve criminality. You won't have a rap sheet with anybody who's an honest person. Yet, if you bail out on some honest work, then you'll develop a rap sheet with them too.
I think the crate dragon fight was the only thing we've ever done in our career that didn't land us in a pile of bantha shit. So
Well, I don't know. I mean, Cavane died because of that.
poor Cavane.
Well, time to turn over a new leaf then and do an honest job that doesn't go south at all.
Well, I'm okay
He
with
says,
that.
looking at the camera.
I honestly like some of the people in the rebellion, though. I don't know what they have in store for me. They keep trying to fucking headhunt me. It's the weirdest thing ever. I don't understand why.
Look,
Like every time I talk to Talon, he's like, "Hey, you want to be a commander in the Rebel Alliance?" Like, fuck what?
I'm pretty
like-
sure they saw you in one of those commercials. Well, Vader things, and they probably just want you on a poster. Levitating stormtroopers' helmets, looking impressive.
I like look over.
You'd
at
be
Nala.
good at that type of thing,
I look over at Nala. I'm like, "You have any problems with this? I know you're all anti-good stuff these days." So
So Niall just looks at you and is like, there is good money for shipping things from Bothawai to the rest of the rebellion planets.
yeah,
Credits
think
are credits.
I think I can find something for like maybe a Bothawai Naboo run if you wanted.
Oh, I'd love to actually. Yes, Naboo.
That sounds like a perfectly straightforward thing that we couldn't possibly turn into taking old ladies hostage.
you know
Well,
what?
I mean, Naboo
So
is,
Niall just
is
gives
where
you a
Lowe's
flat look,
Darren
Caleb.
was headed.
Who gives? Look, shut up about Last Theron. I don't want to ever talk about that man ever again.
Just
Like,
thought I'd-
sorry, I'm a
it's-
little crabby. I had to cut my bubble bath short for this shit.
I can run you another one in just a moment. So
No, we need to sort this out. All right, let's do some cargo work, and in the process, if it's okay, I'll talk to Talon about getting something permanent. Maybe something we can actually just, like a figurehead position or something. I don't know.
Maybe like a Jedi general job.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
I like how you're like, yeah, maybe, but not really.
I mean, like Carl doesn't see himself as a Jedi. Like, let's be
That's
real.
good because he isn't.
Like, I think Jedi is a very loose term. I like the idea of him being connected to the Force, but I don't stand for what they stand for. So, but yeah, I can pretend that pretty easily. So, okay, yeah. So, let's head to where did she say?
Bothawai.
Bothway.
It's actually Jax's homeworld.
Oh, maybe he'll be there. I don't know. Let's head to Bothway then.
Okay. Who's making the astrogation roll?
Good.
I
question.
make Zane do it at gunpoint.
Astrogation, I have-
you asshole!
Astrogate.
Listen, I
I
think
have-
he's out of his spiral enough that I mean, maybe we didn't give him his weapons back, but I'm sure we uncuffed him.
Yeah, no.
I think that's-
stored his weapons in a locker somewhere, locked. Yeah, no, we can. I got 2 green on astrogation. Anyone got higher?
Nope.
Someone with high intelligence would be the
Absolutely.
one to talk to.
What? Astrogation. Where is my sheet? Skill. 2 greenies, boys.
So the astrogation you're rolling against is 1 red, 1 purple. Because I'm using a dark side die here.
Ooh.
All right, so whoever does it, remember, you have a bonus die. Well, I guess not, because I'm not doing battle meditation anymore. But
So if it ends and they don't use the success, they don't get the success.
yeah. So I guess maybe I can. Like, does battle meditation affect me, Arthur?
I don't.
No, I
think
guess
so.
it wouldn't
I
because
think it
unless
specifically doesn't affect you.
unless
You
I,
can't. You can't do anything when you're battle meditating. So if you
If I, like-
stopped,
If I
No, I can. There's a mastery I can get that allows me to like put 3 force die aside.
Okay, but you haven't
Don't
done
have
that
it yet, yeah.
So
Yeah.
So-
So okay.
If I like take extra long, can I get like a blue die added in? Like, what if I'm just like triple checking everything?
no, I mean, your role is you operating.
Doesn't Zane isn't Zane the one who astrogates, or is he not doing it because we tied him up?
Zane
Vape
is the
was the
pilot.
astragator.
He's not the astrogator.
Okay,
The
Vape was an
astrogator is
astrogator.
currently spread into several thousand pieces.
Is there like
Is there
generic
an aid
jump-
action?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, one person could aid for 1 blue die.
All right, then. Well, me and you, Dave, have the same aid, so it doesn't really matter which one of us aids Toby, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Wait,
be
literally no
piloting.
one has... Okay.
I've got
co-piloting.
2 green. He's
Yeah.
got 2 green. What do you have, Virgil?
Yeah, same thing. No one even knows how to do
2
it.
green. Zane, you've got 2 green in astrogation? Yeah. Or is it 3 green?
Either way, it doesn't matter.
Okay, well then. I guess we pray to God that we get where we're going.
All right, I'm computing it now.
Okay.
We'll give it to the yep.
Okay. Yeah, you enter hyperspace successfully.
Oh no, wait, hold on. I didn't give my pool. Pool didn't
Yeah,
go.
you didn't roll the bad stuff.
So
which
yeah,
is
no, it's gonna
the
be
red
terrible
and
because
the
I didn't get a
purple.
single success. I keep minimizing my character sheet. What'd you say it was? It was gonna be
Red
1
and
and
purple.
1.
1 red, 1 perp.
Yep.
Wow, that's the worst
Wait.
possible roll. So do we get?
You got
we-
4 failures.
No, that's
yeah.
not the worst possible roll. I could have got.
Are
a-
we on the event horizon of a black hole, or just in the black hole?
You're
and dead?
okay. So you're in hyperspace. You don't know that anything's wrong. It's gonna take 7 days to arrive.
Okay.
Yeah, there was no what's it called? Anti-triumph. It's called?
Yeah. There was no despair.
Despair. Yeah, there could have been a despair roll and 2 fails, which would have been.
Oh,
worse.
okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, it could have been worse, but not by much.
There was a theoretical possibility that it could be worse.
So when that happens, we enter the thing. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna go continue relaxing because I've literally had 2 weeks of me smelling like an asshole. So
I'm like, no, I was putting together a basic prosthesis and had some ideas for some upgrades. Do you want to chat maybe? Go over some.
I'm literally missing my hand still, but that's alright.
What am I gonna do about that? I
You're
don't
a
have.
fucking medical droid. You tell me.
I can't like grow you a new hand. Can I do that?
Yes.
Can I grow a new hand, Arthur?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can. It's just expensive as hell.
Yeah, I'd rather get
It's
like
money based, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I gotta make 10,000 credits to pay off the ship for the next 27 days, and then I also gotta make 10,000 credits to buy a prosthesis that actually is a functioning hand rather than a clump of plastic. So, there's that. Okay, so Arthur, can I get that chat with my papa?
Yeah, let's go ahead and
Hey,
do
Poppy.
that. So you're probably in like your bubble bath, and
Yeah.
your father, I think his name is Jothri,
Jothri,
yeah, appears and just stands over you and is like, Coral, I'm so proud of you. Using your mother's power, just killing people in the street and leaving them to be hacked to pieces like garbage. Trying to kill a taxi man. You're really leading some very quality dark side material there. If you could just reach out to that Zane boy, you could really turn him into a quality companion.
Look, Zane is one of my best friends. He's going through a rough time right now.
No, Coral. You're an inquisitor. You don't have friends, you have companions. They're like
Okay.
Jejeric pieces you sacrifice while you move yourself to the far side of the board.
Well,
Zane
I
can be a
mean,
very powerful one.
I guess. So, hang on. You mentioned mother's power? What are you talking about?
Battle meditation, yes. That's from your mother's side of the family.
What are you talking about?
Well,
I've been
don't
using
worry
it
about it.
instinctively. So, yeah, I don't know anything about it right now, so. What do you? No, 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 no. You can't just say that.
Nope, I'm saying it
What's
right
battle
now. Nope,
meditation?
I'm not talking about it.
Oh, okay.
If you don't realize what's going on, my boy, I don't feel the need to outline it for you.
How is Mum a Force ghost as well? Like,
I thought we'd been over this. Your mother's dead, son. She rejoined the Force like most do.
eh.
She didn't want to stick around and make sure that you grew up right. Generally considered you to be a failure. I really feel that she didn't beat you enough as a child. Why I stuck around.
I see. And what do you think of my other companions?
Well, there's more to the robot than there seems to be. It's strange, you know, the Force doesn't normally accompany droids, but there seems to be a very dark side essence around him.
Also, he grows a mustache.
No, not that. He didn't say that at all.
It's really weird.
I'm a little
Neither of
surprised
those
you keep
things-
the girl around. She's growing more powerful than you. And
As I
the
said,
last
you
few
know.
times you've told her to do things, she's disobeyed you. And of course, at some point, you're going to have to airlock the Jedi. He's old and weak, so it won't take long.
Airlock the Jedi. I love it.
Tag airlock the Jedi.
I have a question for you about sabers.
So he, like, sits down on the toilet next to you.
Hmm.
But again, he's just a Force ghost, so there's
It's
no
just yeah.
presence.
Yeah.
Yes, you want to know about lightsabers, and most boys your
Yeah.
age do.
How do I stop them from cutting off my limbs?
Oh, cortosis weave armor.
Is that? Oh, interesting. I mean, like, is there anything? Like,
Oh, it's
do
very
I-
expensive, but
Oh,
you know,
Okay.
Jedi occasionally use it to stop me from cutting their heads off.
interesting. What about like?
Eventually, some really, really badass stormtrooper is going to get some sort of like club stick made out of cortosis, and it's going to be like a cool stunt stick, and well, you'll see.
Yeah, F2199. Yeah, I know him. No. What about like? I don't know. Is there some sort of cool like martial art you could, pass down or something? Because
Well,
it really it sucks not having a hand. Like I can barely get out of this bathtub.
I mean, there is Terracossi, but that's barely canon.
Heh 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 heh. Ah, nerds.
Oh well, I mean, so I could use another lightsaber, right?
I don't see anything that would. I mean, you don't even have one lightsaber.
I mean, do you know how I can make one? Because they make them, right? I mean, someone has to make
I
them.
suppose I could teach you how to make one. Really, though, none of it matters until you have a crystal.
Now, I'm gonna ask you this because, I just want to make sure you didn't happen to leave like an heirloom stash somewhere like a crystal in there, Like, did you have like what was the plan for me? Like, were you gonna give me a crystal when I jumped into the Inquisitorium, or whatever they call it?
Inquisitorium.
Of course not. I thought you understand how the dark side works. We don't just give you things, you have to earn them with blood
Okay.
and fire.
So
You're
how
going
do
to
you-
have to create your own. I can teach you the method, but you're going to need some very expensive materials.
Okay, like what?
Like about 50,000 credits worth.
Oh, I mean, you said I can create my own crystal. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, you'll need some materials, and then you'll have to bind it together using the Force.
Oh, I didn't realize you could make your own crystals. That's interesting.
Yes, well, when you're Sith, you kind of make standard issue. It's a thing. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
So the thing is that the Jedi controlled all the Kyber crystal fields, so the Sith,
No
all
one is
of their
saying that.
lightsabers-
That's not a thing that anyone is saying.
Okay. Well, I mean, honestly, when you talk to me, Dad, you normally just fucking annoy me, but this has been good. This has been good. Maybe it's because I'm in a bubble bath and I actually can't get angry when I'm in a bubble bath, so that's interesting.
physically incapable of anger.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surrounded by things that just like pop, and they're made out of soap. So
Well, that's
it's-
disappointing. You should allow your anger to flow freely.
I don't want to.
Always a disappointment, Coral.
Yeah, well, I mean, you died when I was super young, so as far as I'm concerned, you weren't really around.
I was there all the time. It's hard when you're trying to raise a son while running missions for the Empire, and then rebels blow you up.
Yeah, that does sound like it sucks. Well, I'm glad I was such a disappointment with all that considering, all that stuff. I was about to say it was a good chatting to you, but I kind of changed my mind on that. So, how do I shoo you away?
So he just disappears.
Fantastic. uh, okay, well, if you want, we can skip straight to the thing,
What about everybody else?
the event
See in
horizon.
chat, stop turning my bubble bath into a trouble bath.
Trouble bath. Amazing.
Oh, good, Riga.
Amazing.
That's great. Trouble bath. I like it.
So does anyone else want to do anything during the travel?
Meditate.
Okay. What does that involve?
Caleb clears his mind of all external
I'm
distractions.
curious. Does
He's like, I clear my mind. Dave's immediately like, wait.
no. I just want to know if a force ghost shows up, the force users feel that. Like, how does that work?
I'll figure
Did
that
I
out later.
Yeah, interesting. As I was
'Cause-
saying,
Yeah, because if you meditated and you felt it, I mean, that would be pretty cool. But, yeah.
as I was saying, he clears his mind of all external distractions, simply embraces the force, and does his best to achieve what Buddhists would call universal oneness, but Jedi would call, connecting with the force, reaching out with it, surrounding it, binding it, that sort of stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Can you roll your force dice?
Sure. Woohoo!
So if any of the players got time, can you upload the quester stats to the thing? Not that you'll immediately and irrevocably need to use the ship as soon as you come out of hyperspace, but
Do we have a
page 269.
no? Do we have a page on the character sheet for?
Yeah, just use the Alta Lokis.
Okay.
Yeah, Raze, you're able to create a weak connection with the Force while meditating. And you feel like a presence out in the forest that you've not felt for some time. That's just floating out there.
I try and focus on it and identify it.
Okay, can you make a discipline check? Versus
Sure
2
thing,
purple?
buddy. Versus 2 purple? Happy to do so.
I was gonna say,
Wow,
give
I don't
yourself
ever fail that.
Just roll blue die because you know who this person is. So
Oh, okay.
roll single
Almost
blue.
Impossible to reverse it though.
Yeah. You reach out towards this presence, and with the force, it immediately your connection is cut. So you wake up. You get some brief images of a blue lightsaber and a man wearing half of a face mask, and the other half has a glowing blue eye looking out and sideways, and then it looks directly at you. And then waves his hand, and your connection is cut. That face looks familiar, but you can't quite place it.
I spend the entirety of the rest of the voyage, maybe not necessarily meditating and reaching out with the force again, but definitely meditating to try and go within my own mind and be like, why does that on the tip of my tongue? that sort of thing.
Okay. All right. Anything else you want to do with this scene?
No, I think
Okay.
everyone's
All
happy.
right. Toby, Zane, did you want to have a scene while we're in hyperspace?
No, we could have like a shot of me with like a a model of my chassis up, and I'm
Yeah, so I
seeing
think
what's
that while Niall like split away from the party while you were beating the hell out of the old woman, she's picked up the parts for you. Like you don't have
Right.
jetpacks, but she's like removing your stormtrooper armor and giving you like lightweight, super hardened stuff. So a lot of your circuitry is exposed, but now you're able to move like faster, and anything that does hit you, as long as it hits one of the armored parts, you should be fine.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We
As
like
long
remove
as it does that.
we remove like excess heavy plating from like the remaining parts of the medical chassis, and tuck into little compartments all my stuff. that
Yeah,
was-
she gives you an upgrade where you can like fit your lightsaber like behind your hand and then just like flip your wrist up and it comes out in your hand like she does for her
like
cyber
a
arm.
right. Nice.
Spring-loaded lightsaber launcher.
Okay, yeah. So I imagine the shape of the chassis has changed into like more of like a triangular thing in the chest region because a lot's been like taken off, just kind of cut off, and then like some plating covering most of it.
Are you looking at the Topi Zero picture?
No, I'm just imagining them. I was looking at a bunch of them earlier. They're all badass.
Okay.
Yeah, and maybe we like changed the like servos in my legs so they're like adjusted slightly differently, so I'm like able to like jump a little better, or at least absorb falling a little better,
Okay.
and run a little faster and stuff. Better at jumping.
All right. Zane, you wanna have a scene here?
Yeah, you goddamn know I'm at Niall's door.
Okay. Yeah. So
Like
Niall
middle of the
answers
night.
door.
Niall,
Holding your safety blanket, right?
my
Your
safety,
PJs?
my safety gin.
Yeah. So yeah, Niall
I had a
opens the door.
nightmare.
She's in like her full black like skin suit, but she's also got one of the blankets that Toby took. It's like a nice pink outline with like white stuff, and then there's like the flag of Corellia in the middle of it, and she's just like got it wrapped around her, and is like, "Oh, hey Zane, I see you're drinking again. You okay?"
Why are you dressed like a whore?
I dress like this all the time, Zane.
All right, whatever. We're friends, right?
Yeah, we agreed that we were friends.
Before the whore comment, sure.
Up until like 20 seconds ago, dick.
Right.
Hilarious.
Unlock that locker.
What locker?
My bowcaster. They took it from me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem.
Well, that'll be a skullduggery because it's locked to Captain Coral. But yeah, they can go ahead and break it out if they want.
Yeah, so she just goes to like a locker outside Coral's quarters and just like pops it open with a crowbar and is just like, boop.
Just breaks it.
With a
Son of bitch.
crowbar?
Yeah.
Spacebar.
We just like rip open a piece of the locker. All my.
I mean, you
belongings,
didn't
like,
ask
pull
to
out.
do it like right. You show up drunk and you're like, I need my stuff, and she's like, okay, and then just like,
she goes
pop-
to the crowbar.
yeah, she literally just pops it out, and then
Right.
like, end over ends the crowbar toss. She just like does that, and then lays it on her shoulder, and she's like, after you. You could see like your bowcaster and your blaster and all your weapons are in there.
Pulled out pistol is in there.
I like look at her. I go, crowbar's a weird choice. Whatever. I grab the bowcaster and I'm only in like my stormtrooper pants and I'm like wearing a typical gaming wife beater and
I like how you're like typical. Yeah, got to shout out.
that's what it is now. Yeah, I'll shout out all. Yeah, Right. Bowcaster sung on the shoulder, and I just look at her and go, "All right, here's to you. Thanks, friend." I go back to the holding cell where they kept me in the first place, and I made that my room now.
We didn't put you in a cell.
Well,
You have
wherever
your
you
own
were,
room.
wherever you were keeping me, that's now where I've squatted.
You're just in the fucking like hole.
Yeah, like some hall. Yeah, I'm just like sitting there. Yeah, cots laid out. Like I've dragged a bed out of a room and I've placed it there.
Seriously, you're being the most ridiculous person I've ever met.
No, I think
All
it's
right.
good. I think he's making a statement.
I don't think you've ever been crazy, Henley. I think you need to have a couple super drunk nights. Get really dark.
Yeah, but
Dark.
all
Lose the most
right,
important
whatever,
thing to
man.
you.
Sure. Okay. Someone's gonna have to pay for that broken thing, but sure.
I know. I was thinking.
Someone's
oh,
gonna have to pay for
captain.
that shit.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
walk by and see it. I'm just like, oh, the captain's not going to be happy about that. Brand new ship.
Yep.
Big old hole in the locker.
All right, so the Enyo Hope, huh? Do we arrive in Black Hole
So
yet?
yeah, you come out of hyperspace above Bothwai proper. Immediately, all of your alarms go off. So Bothwai has 23 moons and an enormous asteroid field that surrounds it. And you're currently on course to crash into the surface of one of those moons, and
Oh dear.
very soon. More importantly, you also, as soon as you come out of hyperspace, you get a message from the nearby Victory 2 class Star Destroyer Firestorm asking for you to provide credentials for your crew and ship and your purpose on this neutral world.
Yeah, I send him over the Enyo Hope credentials.
No,
While
first
we're
we go with
crashing.
the asteroid.
Yeah,
Can we
I'll
deal
do-
with this first?
I'll do
Oh,
a
it's very
piloting
important.
check.
You must do. We must identify ourselves.
Yeah, I'll do a piloting check, Arthur, to get around this.
Okay, you're gonna fly it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just as good as fucking Zane is. I just
All right.
don't-
What speed are you going at?
I slowed right down, obviously.
Okay, you're gonna go slow.
Yeah.
All right. So you're moving.
Well, no,
at-
I'm stopping. Like,
Yep.
are we inside the asteroid field?
Yeah, you're inside an asteroid field, heading
Okay,
directly
then
for
I
the
just go
surface of the
normal
moon.
speed.
What?
to
Okay,
get
so
out
what?
of it,
I mean,
yeah.
you have speed 3, so you can choose to go 1, 2, or 3, or
Oh, I
0.
see. 2.
What do you mean?
Okay. All right. So your check is against 2 red and 1 black die, to pull out of your straight dive and not crash into the surface of the moon, while also not hitting any asteroids.
Okay, I get into the.
How hilarious would it be if we destroyed the ship that we just got?
I got the guns. Not very funny because we'd all die instantly.
Yeah, can I get a co-pilot, please? I
I-
say over the comms.
I imagine you already have one. Otherwise, we're not going to have time to get there.
Yeah, I'll jump into
Zane?
the co-pilot.
I've got
seat.
3 green for piloting. So
All right.
Okay, you're good enough then.
make a check versus 3 purple, Caleb.
Yeah.
3
this
purple?
this is for co-pilot.
co-piloting.
Downgrade mine.
And that didn't help.
Nope.
But you can send some blue dye my way.
He can
I
send
sent
1 blue die your way.
Yeah.
I do that.
And can I get in the guns again to like
Sure.
shoot
Make
Yeah.
a roll versus 2 purple, with using your gunnery to see if you can like clear out some asteroids. before
Okay,
crash.
you get the blue dye because it goes forward. So, unless you specifically sent it my way. I
No,
don't
it's
think-
specifically going to coral.
yeah,
So
I
I'm
got
just
the,
doing
I got
2
the
purple
advantages to send it specifically to.
straight up.
That's no asteroid.
Did you say
It's
gunnery?
a space worm.
What the hell is gunnery? I don't like how they mix stuff up.
It's down the bottom.
Oh, there it is. Gunnery. Nope,
Mm,
I'm not.
you can
Everyone's
pass
drunk
one.
tonight.
You can pass 1 blue. So I want to know what the
I got
description
two.
is. How are you guys helping exactly?
Not.
I mean, like, what had your actions have failed, right? But what good comes out of them that you actually help Coral?
Well, Caleb doesn't know his way around
A new ship, probably.
New ships, newer model ships in general. And so he's like, oh yeah, I'll definitely help. And he gives off this air of like support and confidence. Maybe there's some force going on there, and that is what helps Coral. But in reality, he's like, what the fuck does that button do? And it's like, oh god damn it, I don't know any of this. But he gives off this air of like calm and like everything's gonna be just fine, and that is what helps Coral on his roll.
Okay. Virgil, how does Toby help?
I'm yelling very excitedly while I'm shooting, like, got one out, take another one out. Okay, I'll shave off the end of this one, Captain. You swing to the right of it. And I'm like blasting, there's like a large asteroid, and I'm like blasting it. Nothing is happening. Like, it's not doing anything to it, and then he just kind of goes by it. He doesn't hit it.
I'm spending one of the dark side die to increase your pool by 1 purple as well.
Okay.
Oh man, we
how
should
many
probably
dark
spend.
side point do we have?
You have 1 light side point to spend.
We should
Will
probably do
you-
it right now.
Will you allow me to use sense?
No, your sense only extends to people around you.
Oh, okay. I
It
see.
definitely doesn't. So you'd have to be able to use extreme range sense to do short range of a ship.
Ah, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense because it scales up. Yeah, okay, yeah. All right, yeah, okay. So, can I use a force die here?
Yeah.
I also wish to upgrade my pool.
All right.
So, can I just hit this upgrade thing on mine
Yeah.
and that works?
Upgrade 1,
Sure. I don't
and it
know
works.
if it works, but we can try.
I've tested it.
Okay, so this is piloting space, correct?
Yep. And before this roll goes down, Zane, what are you doing instead of flying the ship?
So Zane feels the ship lunging. Like, what time is it?
Like noon galactic standard.
Sure. So ship time is noon. So Zane is at his least drunk state, in the middle of the day, and it wanders into the bridge. He goes, "Who's flying this goddamn thing?"
We literally just came out of hyperspace, and I'm about to not crash into this asteroid.
Yeah, while this conversation is going on, the ship is like shaking from all the tiny, small micro asteroids hitting the shields.
Whoever did the astrogation roll needs to learn how to astrogate, I say as I roll my pilot.
Not my primary programming, sir. I'm a medical assassin droid.
Man, those blue die were fucking...
Wait, assassin?
I mean,
So,
medical
this-
droid.
So is Toby in the gun or the co-pilot?
He's in the gun. Navarre is in the co-pilot.
Being one of Caleb's 5 names. Okay.
Yep.
Um,
I know it took a
very
second to catch
confusing.
up on that one.
Yeah, the last name got me. You got me with the last name. I guess I grab Navarre, yank him out of the chair. Get the fuck to the gun.
He goes to the gun. He will, but
Sit in the chair. I don't know if this has a computer like Star Trek, because Star Trek is better. Or sorry, I just like to make people mad.
Yeah, there's
Not
a
really
there's a
better.
gun computer where you're like, I gotta
No,
match
I mean
up
like
the
because
crosshair.
I'm in the pilots now. Like if there's like a computer, like if I just say a command, it'll
Yeah.
do something, right? Okay.
If
I
you
guess
like
it doesn't
say
matter.
things, it doesn't happen. You have to press.
I go to
buttons.
Coral and I go, transfer main piloting to me if you can.
And so when
today.
you're doing that, Coral, you like miss hitting the thrusters the right way, and you slam into an asteroid. The ship's gonna take 10 points of damage. So with your armor, that's gonna be 7 off of its wounds.
I didn't get to update the thing, so...
Okay, well we'll just remember. I'll write
Yeah.
down in my notes that you have 7 armor.
Hull trauma...
hopefully it
7.
has better than 7 health, and we didn't just die then.
Actually, this ship is way better armored. You have 20 health. Or, I'm sorry, you have 30 health and 20 strain. So this thing
okay.
can actually fly and fight quite well.
Yeah, it's a good ship. So 30 hull, you said?
Yeah, and you've lost 7
And
points of
20
that.
strain, okay.
Well, Caleb, you go down to the gun. I don't know if this one has 2 guns.
Yeah,
What-
it has 2 guns.
It has just 1 gun. It has a ventral mounted medium laser cannon.
Yeah. So
Oh,
you
I
see
thought it was
me.
top and...
No, it's only got 1 gun, and it's on the bottom. It's
Oh, I
underneath
see.
the cockpit.
I totally look like an assassin droid now. You're like,
Yeah, maybe you haven't
"Assassin,"
seen
and you
him
look
since he's
over.
gotten his upgrades, but yeah, he totally looks like a droideca without the weird curving limbs. right?
what
That's
that
what
is.
I'm imagining. Like you've got like circuitry that's just lying out, but you've got like
So
super
Caleb
thick
has
armor.
fought assassin droids as a Jedi Master.
Yeah.
So this is like, okay, this picture is starting to paint itself a little better. Memories of slaughtering people, slips of the tongue where he's an assassin droid. Yeah, this guy is an assassin droid. I'm glad I took his real functioning lightsaber.
Yeah. And as you pull out of the dive, you continue to get a number of calls. Coral, are you going to take them?
Yeah, I'll take them.
Okay. You're
Since I'm
getting-
not piloting anymore, I can kind of do that.
Yeah, you're getting a call from Terran Jiktar. He's senior communications officer on the Firestorm.
Okay, cool. Hi. A little busy. What can I do for you? Okay.
Who's
Firestorm.
calling?
Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm
this
having to
guy's
write down
rude.
his name and his rank and all that because I'm sure it'll come up again.
Is it the Star Destroyer?
Yeah, it's the Star Destroyer calling you. So the Star Destroyer is in short range with you. It's just beyond the asteroid field, and so it's between you and the planet.
Yeah.
So you're like skimming. We've got like the view of the ship from above, and you're like skimming over an airless moon. But the disruption from your thrusters is like causing a huge spray of like moon dust to come up from the dead, lifeless soil of the moon. And so there's this really awesome, you're overhead where you've got like this V spreading up behind you, and it's floating off into space. And then the camera like pans and looks up, and we see this Star Destroyer that's like hovering at the edge of the asteroid field. Excuse me, this is Senior Communications Officer Terran Jiktar. I'm attempting to establish communications with your crew. Captain, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. You're gonna have to like get to the plane or help us because we're literally just came out of hyperspace and we're in the shit as it literally is. So
I understand, Captain. If you could just clear up some protocols real quick. What is the name of your vessel, your crew manifest, and your purpose in visiting Bothawai? This is an Imperial neutral treaty port.
yes.
If you require ship assistance or medical assistance, the Firestorm stands by to move in.
So I give them the details. I'm like, yeah, this is Enyo Hope. Crew manifest is on its way. Sorry for the shortness of my talking. I'm literally trying to co-pilot and not crash. So yes, we're here to find jobs to ship cargo.
Okay. So your crew manifest, what are you actually transmitting?
The crew manifest. Like I
Okay.
don't have a problem sending it. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
So he gets the crew manifest and says, Captain, there seems to be some technical troubles with your communications. It seems like your ship might have been damaged. Could we ask you to slow the ship down and we'll pull alongside you and effect repairs? No charge.
I don't see any. We only have a few scratches. I mean, I don't think you need to.
I insist,
Trouble
Captain.
yourself.
Just slow the ship down.
If we slow down, we'll crash into asteroids. I mean,
You're actually fine right now. You're like
Oh.
under the asteroids along the
Okay.
surface of the moon.
oh, so that was the only piloting check we
Yeah,
needed
that
to
was the
make
only
sure?
piloting check you need. You
Okay.
failed horribly.
Okay,
Super
whatever.
bad.
Well, I mean, shit.
Maybe next time the pilot will be in the seat.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was counting on him being all like, I'm still drunk, so I was like, okay, well, I'll just do it. But and also to the point where I don't think Coral trusts Zane very much anymore to do menial
Anything?
tasks. Yeah, or
Menial
anything.
tasks.
Or anything like that because he's proven himself to be spontaneous and unreliable. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just like, yeah, sure. Just limit the amount of people on that are planning on coming aboard, and we'll have no problems. The ship
Oh,
is
no
very big
problem,
after all.
Captain. Just bring the ship to a stop. We'll have the Firestorm clear the asteroid field in just a jiff, and we'll effect repairs using exterior craft.
Oh, excellent. That sounds good. Thank you for your help.
Okay. Do you slow the ship down?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Well, then I think the end of the episode is the firestorm sailing through the asteroid field and like blowing up asteroids on the way there. It's going much, much faster than it should be. And as soon as it gets within range, it tractors onto the ship and begins pulling it into the bay.
Is that
And-
usual?
Do what?
Is that what he said he was going to do?
No, that's not what he said he was going to do at all.
Oh,
We cut to the
Dave, you told
bridge
them
where
the
the
name of your
captain's
ship.
like, the captain
Yeah.
is just like,
That's fine.
The name
and
of your
you're
ship that
sure
you
they
broadcast to the
transmitted a
entire
crew
empire?
manifest saying that the crew was full of wanted criminals.
Now,
and Karen Jiktar
Arthur.
turns back to the captain and is like, I can't believe it myself, Captain. There must be a bunch of bloody fools.
So, Arthur, I've seen this in books for Star Wars. So I'm going to see
Okay.
if I can try it here, if you want. What weapons do we have?
You have
Lord.
one ventral turret-mounted medium laser cannon.
I'm currently
Okay.
sitting in it.
Is there anything that we can, like, release that we can trick the tractor beam into taking instead of the ship? Because I've seen Luke Skywalker do this, so I know. it
You
can-
have cargo. Okay, so I'll tell you what. You have a cargo hold full of Vaderos.
Yes.
Jettison all of the Vaderos. Every
We got
last
them,
box
sir.
of Vadero on the ship.
Yeah. Yeah, I
It
will.
would
I,
take
To be
all of
clear
it.
here, you will have no food afterwards.
I can't.
Oh
believe-
no, no food.
Yeah. So, well, and you know what? Fuck it. We'll go inside the ship. We'll go.
Yeah, yes. Let's go sneak through a ship and turn off a tractor beam.
Yeah.
Let's do
I
this
like that.
classic style.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's actually go in the ship. Yeah.
Okay. So that's the last thing we see is like the firestorm is like driving directly towards the moon and then like levels out so it's like falling towards the moon while slowing down and then it's tractoring the ship inside. And I don't know, Coral, do you just like look up at this Victory 2 Star Destroyer that's pulling you into its bay?
Yeah. I'm just kind of like.
What is everyone's thoughts as like the Imperial March is playing? And yeah, there's just a huge shadow blotting out the sun.
She's got Caleb and he's got a face palm going on. It's like, oh Jesus.
I'm just like, maybe the last thing that Carl says is like, I really didn't expect that.
And Toby's just like, maybe they won't recognize me.
I suppose that's possible.
And Zane's
However
thinking, oh
unlikely.
goody, I can kill, slaughter, and pillage without remorse.
What is Zane thinking?
Zane is too busy concentrating on not getting hit by asteroids.
Okay, all right.
He has not been paying attention.
So, I mean, the thing is, the ship's standing still. So, are you literally just like at the control panel using the
Like, oh my God,
controls?
Yeah, but asteroids still move, right? Like you have
No,
to.
we're
you have-
underneath
there's-
all
You're
of them.
underneath the asteroid field.
And we're in
Still,
a
okay.
tractor beam.
Man,
So we can't
it's
move at
it's
all.
like you literally spaced out in real life. And you
I'm a method actor.
I believe him.
I mean, he was taking some pretty realistic swigs on that bottle there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like that's a good place to end here. And I'll tell you what, why doesn't everybody tweet at Cottontailed to make a picture of the new Enyo Hope being tractored into a Victory 2 class Star Destroyer bay? She'll only have to learn what is the H-25 Quester, Victory 2 class Star Destroyer, asteroid field,
Nah,
and the planet of
honestly,
Bothwai in the
I'd rather-
background looks like. No problem.
I'd rather see a Force Ghost sitting on a toilet, to be honest.
Of course. Yeah. So
Try to arrange that for you, Dave.
I just want to point out here, whatever happens in the next episode, there was literally a choice between ditch the Beta Rose or be sucked into a Star Destroyer, and Dave's choice was get sucked into the Star Destroyer.
Well, no, okay. So my thought was I could be like super awesome, rebel man, or I could be Coral. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna be Coral because, like, honestly, he has no reason to suspect that he's, like, he's never been tracted before.
Okay.
Like, he's never had an Imperial offer to help. He's never had any of that shit. So he's just like, yeah, whatever, man. I am happy.
All right, so let's do some outros here. We're gonna start with the one guy who doesn't Twitch himself yet, but Twitches
Hey,
everybody else.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but
Oh.
instead of doing it at the start of next time, maybe
Oh
we should
yeah, let's roll conflict now. Yep, let's go ahead and do it.
Because I really want to see Dave roll his 17 conflict.
I think it's at 15.
No, I'm at 16 because I used one force die.
Oh, yep. So let's go ahead and do that. Roll your d10, and then
Alright, I want
figure
you
out
to go
whether you went
first.
light or dark.
All right, I gained
Hey.
7, and I am now a paragon of the light side.
Excellent. What does that give you?
Congratulations.
I get a strain, I think, and something else.
No, you
but-
get a single strain and you don't lose health.
Yeah,
the
that's it.
difference.
So you're now recognized as a Jedi, like Jedi Knight level of power.
Yeah. Well,
I got
Jedi
16,
Knight level of
16.
affiliation with the light side.
Yep. So yeah, Coral, why don't you go ahead and roll?
Here we go, boys.
Whatever number you get here, we're minusing it from 16, and that's how much conflict you get.
Okay, that's not
You
so
gain
bad.
negative 8 points.
Negative 8 points. That's puts me back to like normal levels of I'm just in the middle. So
Yeah, so someone did the math. Apparently, over time, this is law of averages. So in the long run, if you murder someone every other episode, you'll be fine.
yeah, that's good. Well, I mean, like just shoot first, ask questions later, like normal Coral style. That would probably put me pretty easily back into the middle ground. Like I have no problem killing gangsters, so it kind of makes sense to me.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Wreckage, tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Dr. Wreckage. I GM and I play as a player on other people's streams. I don't stream myself because my computer can't handle it, but hopefully one day we'll change that.
Boopity boop.
Follow me on Twitter at Dr. Wreckage, Doctor spelled out full word.
You
and me and
really
Virgil
should
will-
have done that.
What?
You should have just been DR Wreckage because, like, anyway,
That
I
was
went-
actually taken on Twitter.
Taken.
This is
yeah.
dumb.
Wow.
You're dumb. I'm dumb. Follow my stuff. Dr.
Yep,
Rick.
this is yep.
Thank you.
Me and Virgil will be doing a Twitter project in the coming time, so look out for that. And in the meantime, if you need a player or a GM for your stream, go ahead and hit me up. Hopefully, Dave will tell us about how Die Party will be starting again in the future, and you'll see me there.
Well,
now
Dave, why
you-
don't you tell us about how Die Party is going to be starting?
Hey everyone, my name's Dave. Do this dumb thing called streaming. Eventually, I'll start up again.
Can
I
we flip
basically
the cams back on real quick, guys?
Oh man, right in the end, couldn't be
Perfect
worse.
timing.
Yeah.
So, I moved to Poland and I'm waiting on getting a new house and my streaming gear to arrive through the mail so that I actually stream again. But the plan is, once I get all that set up, I'm going to be streaming over on my channel. It's a new year for Die Party. We have Die Party Season 2 of Sin Eaters starting up for reals. That's going to be good. On top of that, we have Die Party Presents Night City, which is a viewer game set in Cyberpunk 2020. That's right, that fucking super old game that is rules upon rules upon rules. And then we might also have a Mutants and Masterminds game going up. I don't know. We'll see about that one.
There's a lot of games that are pre-concept, but
Mm.
definitely Sin Eater Season 2.
Yeah,
Nothing
definitely
will stop
Sin
that.
Eaters. Yeah. And that stars, Virgil, myself, and Wreckage, and a few other people. Arthur has yet to come onto that game as a guest. We should have you on as a guest for reals.
So I can
And-
come on as a guest too.
Oh, yeah. But he'll have to learn the rules. Not really. There's no rules in Sin Eaters.
Yeah, you just can do what he tells you can do, which is kind
Yeah,
of fun.
basically. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope to stream again soon. So
All right, Virgil, who are you? Where can people find you, and what do you do?
Hey, folks, I do all kinds of role play fun stuff over on twitch.tv/Zircon5. I've been having a pretty nicely rotating cast on the Spout Lore show on Tuesdays, so we've been having lots of different people coming in for one-shots of Dungeon World, and we have now started carrying over characters. So if someone comes on and then in a couple weeks they play again, they can bring
So
back their old
really
character.
not the word one shot at all.
But yeah,
You
it's
could call it like
you
a
can
a
play
campaign
for
style.
one game
West
easily.
Marches, Wargula plays D&D.
not very
style.
campaigny at all. Yeah.
It's more like a multi shot.
Yeah. They're really fun, though. You should definitely come check them out. Twitch.tv/Zircon5. And if you're interested in playing, you should send me a message on Twitch because I've just been having as many people as I can come in to play on the stream. Yeah. Also, Friday we're gonna do another Dungeon World game. What else do I have going on? Not a whole lot. I've been working on a bunch of like logo art, doing a bunch of like vector graphic art. So I'll be doing some of that on stream as well, if people want to check that out. And if anyone has any like cool things they think I should make, I'd do that too.
Okay. Warg, who are you? Where can people find you, and what do you
I
do?
feel like I'm always last on these things, which is
Richard Family Soap.
too much. Yeah, Pritchard Family Soap indeed. Go buy soap. No, I don't.
You want
care.
me to make you first next time? I can't remember.
No, I'm just saying. I'm usually last, even on like
It's
Wolf
because
Stream or something.
you always go out on the best note, the high
Yes.
note.
That's why I
Fucking
saved myself for
crazy.
last.
Exactly.
Fucking crazy. Oh, I mean, yeah, that's obviously true. But yeah, guys, I'm Swargula. I'm all the fuck over the place. I'm kicking into high gear this week and next week because I don't have a life really anymore. Which is fucking crazy. I just did another episode of Prep Talk. Crossing Streams is coming up. Is that Saturday?
Are
Did we
doing
schedule
it
that?
Saturday?
No, I'm looking at my old schedule. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm doing TPD&D games are coming back. It's been 2 weeks since I've done that, which is basically you can play. You basically have to send
Wait,
me.
was
a message.
I in the last one of those you did?
No, I had
Oh, okay.
2 after you did that.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah, I think maybe 1. I'm not sure.
We should talk after this.
I've done 3 so far, but yeah, TPD&D games. Basically, you can show up and play. You do need a camera. You do need not shitty audio. There is like a minor thing that you do kind of need, but you're all adults or kind of adults or young adults, and you can all decide for yourself if your quality is good enough. Basically, all you have to do is message me. Do not message me on Twitch. Those messages suck balls. They go right to my outbox or they go right to the other box, which I never check. I don't even check my inbox on Twitch because Twitch messaging is garbage.
You can just turn that off, by the way.
Just like the rest of the site. I try. It doesn't work. No, I'm also doing TPD&D. So that's tomorrow, Friday. Saturday, I'm on Hex with Wax Steven. Sunday's the campaign game. Monday, I'm probably playing Northern Winds at Wolf Go Rar. Tuesday, it's TPD&D again. Wednesday here. Probably Thursday, Friday are going to be TPD&D again, which is crazy. It's fucking crazy. I think that's. I mean, I love this shit. I'm hoping to get AP supposed to be on the next episode of Prep Talk. No, not Prep Talk. The other
Crossing
one.
Stream.
Crossing Streams.
There we
What
go.
is Crossing Stream? What are you doing there?
Crossing Streams. For those of you who
Where
are
we
curious,
both urinate on camera, and then we overlap the cameras.
it's over at
You overlap the cameras with like 50%
it's over at
opacity.
myfreecams.com/Donald Trump, and we whip our dicks out and we
What?
play sword fights. No, it's where me and Dream Punch talk about small streamer issues with other small streamers, and we cross our streams, and we just generally talk about small streamer politics, and it's really dumb. It's really
Jeez.
dumb.
Thanks for the invite, asshole, motherfucker.
It's really-
Damn.
Wait, whoa, you're in Poland. You're busy.
You
so
get
far.
you get
You're
invited
going
to all the Twitch Plays D&Ds, Dave. I've only ever been on
Whoa!
once. You
You're
literally
busy
had the
as
highest level
fuck.
character on
I
there.
haven't been
You
invited
get
to
out.
any of this
You
stuff.
get out, sir.
don't have
This
a
is my
camera.
time to shine.
No, that's it. I got nothing else. Follow me on Twitter, which is cool. Otherwise, YouTube. I'm trying to amp up the YouTube game.
Yeah,
so do the YouTube.com.
youtube.com/SwargulaTV, right?
Absolutely. And if you want to support Arthur, you can go to youtube.com/WVO Polar Bear.
It's
or,
also youtube.com/APGamingREAL.
yeah, or you can buy a Donald Trump sticker.
That
Also-
doesn't support me.
That
doesn't
supports.
support-
That's just what Swargula wants you to buy. Ironically, I hope.
No, it's never
Oh,
ironic.
man,
with
let's
swag.
not start. Let's not start.
Yeah, so
Topic.
I'm Arthur Perkins, AP Gaming Real. Thank you for all the follows tonight, guys. If you're new here, go ahead and click that follow button. Bam. Thank you, guy who literally just hit the follow button. Fang Rider. Bam. Works for me. You're famous now for all 5 seconds. Yeah. If you enjoyed watching this particular episode and it's your first time here, go ahead and go to my YouTube by clicking on the YouTube panel and go watch the previous 15 episodes where lots of crazy shit happens Zane has never been quite this insane, but he's been working towards it. So if you want to watch his fall
Collapse.
from, and I'm going to use this term loosely, grace, you can do.
Well, I was
so.
going to say lucidity, but that
Yeah,
makes
fall from
sense too.
lucidity. I like that.
He's never been less lucid than he's ever been right now.
Yeah, and I just run a bunch of tabletop RPG shows constantly all the time. And tomorrow night I have a stream with Virgil and Kelsa Delphi from Mass Squad. And then Friday I'm going to be doing Walking Dead Season 2 Telltale Games. And Saturday I'm going to be doing Wolf Among Us Telltale Games. And then I'm going to be at the Campaigners Guild Jack in the Box thing, I think. We're still doing that, which I think we are. And it's going to be crazy. All right, so I'm going to put the stream on break, and then I'm going to find somebody to host, and then I'm going to host. So if the stream abruptly ends and you're looking at somebody else, that's why.
That's what happened.
So we'll see you next week, guys, and have a good night.
May the bubbles be with you.